instance of some sort of behavior, and there are very limited possibilities, but that allows us to give you a much deeper experience. So the trade-off to the player makes sense. Okay, what I'm seeing on screen looks really interesting, it's really exciting, but maybe my options are limited at this very time. Um, Using simple systems that actually appear to be much smarter systems. So, like I was saying about, the Lord of the Rings game, having these audio cues, or in Red Alert, having the audio cues that make it seem like, wow, they actually have lots of personality in this game. These units really are like, uh, are really interacting with the other units in the game in a really deep fashion. No, they're not. These are simple triggers that are just firing off, whether it's their animation or their audio, that make it seem to the player that things are really deep. But in fact, they're basically fluff. Um, and then implying an AI behavior. So, like I said with the audio cues, and I'll give another example. In the game Fear, um, once again, they had the idea of having the AI shout out lines that basically applied to what their current AI was. So, oh, enemy spotted. Oh, he's over there. You know, talking about, like, giving clear feedback to the player when the AI has entered a new state. Um, so, also things like calling for reinforcements. You can play a simple audio cue that makes it seem like, oh, this is a logical thing going on, when in fact, um, you may have spawned those guys a long time ago and they just finally got to the player. Um, and so the picture below is kind of an example of that, where this animation is very simple. It makes you believe like this guy actually put something in his pocket. Obviously, he didn't do anything. It's just an animation. Um, so, there may be some other sort of similar things that you could apply. So, in summary, um, what can we do to give the perception of really smart AI system? One is basically faking the appearance of intelligent behavior in several different ways. And going off the ELIZA program, um, you know, making the AI visible to the player, having them interact with it in a very deep way. Optimizing your AI to basically cut out anything that's unneeded, anything that's not going to add to the experience. Avoiding anything that makes the game look mechanical, basically providing your AI system with as much variation, and this goes the same for audio and visual as well. Providing strategic choices for your AI. So, I mean, on one side you want the player to have lots of options, but at the same time you want your AI to have lots of options as well, so that it doesn't seem like they're stuck in a rut. They have multiple ways of attacking problems. And then finally, using cues that imply intelligence. Basically trying to trick the player into thinking that they've experienced something that seems really smart, where in fact they're actually seeing something that may not be anywhere near as smart as what they've perceived. So that is chapter 8. Homework will be due next Tuesday. Class project is due on the 28th, so hopefully you guys are working on that. If you do have any questions about that, feel free to email me throughout the week. Next week we'll be talking about chapter 9, so AI design. The week after that is the special topic number 2. If you guys haven't already voted, I think the current winner is, or the current leader is AI languages. So let me just check that. Well, I'll have to look it up later. But I believe it's still AI specific programming languages. If that's not what you want to have a lecture on, by all means go ahead and vote for what you feel you would like to talk about, or you would like me to talk about. You can even submit your own. So, talk to you guys next week. Bye.